The classrooms in Kinshasa were supposed to be full last week. The school year had just begun. But many children in the Democratic Republic of Congo are staying away. Even though the country has promised to provide all of them with free primary education, the government often lacks the necessary resources to meet that commitment. The cost of school then falls on families.
I have 2 boys and a girl, and at the moment, they can't go to school. I don't have any money. There's no possibility. I haven't even bought them a uniform or a single crayon. I've bought nothing. I can't. My children are here and play while other children go to school.
Classes at this public school in Tabari in Haiti opened last week with just half their expected students. Many families say they can't afford the registration fee, about $1.50 US. On top of that, the school says it no longer receives support from the World Food Program, so it can't provide free meals to students. Still, the United Nations wants to see these and other classrooms filled soon. It set a goal last year of seeing every primary and secondary school-aged child around the world learning at a desk by 2030. But costs and conflicts are pushing that goal out of reach.
Out of the total out-of-school population currently, 35% of those live in conflict-affected countries or areas affected by conflict. And definitely that has a major effect, not only in the destruction of infrastructure, but also in the climate of fear, in the destruction of the teacher workforce that is necessary to provide education to children.
A new report by UNESCO based on current trends now says it'll take at least until 2042 before students around the globe are assured a primary education, and until 2084 for universal secondary education.
There is definitely a degree of overambition. However, we have also seen that setting targets has helped in the past, especially during the period between 2000 and 2015. More than 50 million children went to school than before. We know that almost half of those would probably not even have gone to school at all had there not been for an acceleration of efforts to invest in education in those poor countries.
The report calls for more spending on education and for better distribution of those funds in areas that most need it. It notes that girls in poor rural countries are disproportionately affected. Only 1 in 100 of them is expected to reach the upper levels of secondary school. UNESCO says this report should set off alarm bells around the world and motivate a historic scaling up of actions. Its authors argue the problems of the world are interdependent. Solve one, like education, and you help solve the others. Roee, Ruttenberg, CCTV in Washington.